Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of New Planet Cyber-Tron Reviews. Today, we will review a character or a figure from one of my favorite lines in the entire history of Transformers. This is actually from the Alternators line. Alternators, of course, is a line distributed by Hasbro. Whereas in Japan, Takara at the time produces the Binatech line. So literally, Binatech and Alternators are twin lines because in a sense that the Japanese one, which is the Binatechs, are made from die-cast metal, whereas in the Alternators ones are made in plastic or PVC or whatever you want to call this. Anyway, for me personally, I kind of prefer the Alternators. The reason why is that I like to transform my stuff, and then normally, die-cast stuff they're kind of like prone to peelings and everything, especially if you transform them very often. Which is not exactly my cup of tea. So me being me, and I like to fiddle with my stuffs, so I kind of prefer the plastic version. Well, it depends on if you're a car collector. If you're going to display this guy in car mode or any of the these figures, you probably would want in that in Binatech mode. Now, how good is all of these? Okay, before I go to the review, this is Windcharger. Okay, and as you can see, this is a Honda S2000. Look at that. Look at that. This is very, look at that. You can almost see the brake plates inside, the rubber tires. Oof, nice rubber tires, and of course with the marking radial Cyber-Tron there. Side light, the signal light. Sorry, look at the headlights. Oh my goodness! Look at the details. Say Windcharger at the back there. This is really awesome, and the best part is all the doors, the inside is so detailed. I'm gonna go to the inside afterward. I'm gonna show you something else in a while. Look at the doors. The doors can open. Look at that. Even the trunk can open. You don't expect to put things inside there, but I mean, the idea is the trunk can open. Look at that. You can see the engine blocks. It's just so nice. I'm drooling here, ladies and gentlemen. And look at that. There's not much kibble down here. I mean, there are kibbles, but it's quite minimal. I mean, you can see part of the legs here, the fist, the head, but otherwise it's so damn close to perfection in terms of alternate mode. I mean, you can just leave it there, on the table. No one would know that it's a Transformers, especially if you go and open, you pose it, you display it like this, people would think, goodness gracious, people would think that this is actually an actual model car. And one thing is that, a lot of people say that, a lot of people prefer the Masterpiece line, in terms of car robots, prefer the MPs rather than these guys. But to me, I prefer these guys much better. The MPs, yes, they have good car modes, but they can't do this. Okay, but of course, with MPs, it serves a different kind of market. What they want from the MPs or the masterpiece are actually figures that can transform into robots, which are quite accurate to the, animated series. Okay, anyway, I think I've been blabbing for way too long. Okay, let's get back to the review. I can talk all day if I go and babble about those. Now, I look at the roof of the car. So, I mean, basically, if you look at it, those car enthusiasts might realize that this is actually a convertible roof. You are right there. But of course, I mean, plastic being plastic of Transformers figure, you don't really have that convertible feature. However, it does come with this. Okay, what is this? You just literally need to detach the roof. Okay, like this. Okay, you see there? There's two pegs here, one piece protrusion here, which correspond to peg holes, protrusion protrusion point. So you just align there, and voila, you have a convertible. How amazing is that? Now, after doing like this, you can literally see the detailed interior. Look at that. See that? Seats, the gearbox, the handbrakes, the ladder markings on seats. Amazing. I literally spent about like almost 10 minutes discussing about this car alone, how beautiful it is. Now, just for size comparison, this we're gonna put to one side first. Now, for size comparison, this is punch corner punch from the Power the Primes line. Okay, the size is obvious. Just to have a little bit of a similar size comparison, this is Human Alliance Sideswipe from the Revenge of the Fallen line. They are literally the same scale. Okay, and like I said, I mean, it's true to the MPs as well. I mean, they have really good car mode, just like this, but the doors can't open. I mean, even if they do, I can't remember if we can open this car. Well, the point is, this guy are not alternators or binary tags. Okay, so before we blab on any further, let's go and transform this guy. So anyway, now that I've put this in, we can actually transform this guy with this attached. Okay, so anyway, to transform him, we're going to start off with the feet. Now with the feet, you want to open this up, the trunk, the engine, shit, I forgot the name. Anyway, the idea is to unplug this. Okay, the engine block transformed into some sort of a gun. Now the idea is, originally there was supposed to be an attachment here, which will go to the exhaust here. That was the initial idea. So You know, back then, you know how, okay, here's a bit of history. You know how Japan and Germany, as well as Italy, was involved in the World War II, and they were the Axis, party, or whatever they want to call it. They were allies at some point. So the Japanese didn't want their action figures to be, or their products to be associated with warring, you know, faction kind of thing. So Honda didn't want to be associated with, you know, battle war related robots or something. So instead they didn't want that feature. You know, the weapon features. So ended up you have something like this, which is supposed to be a gun. I'm going to show you this later in the robot mode. The same goes for the you know, German cars. For what I heard, that initially in this line they're supposed to feature Bumblebee, and then Bumblebee was supposed to be a Volkswagen, you know, a car, but unfortunately Volkswagen didn't want to be involved. So I mean, rumor has it that Hasbro already have a what you call it, the prototype, but unfortunately it didn't happen. So anyway, we already passed the 11-minute mark. So to transform him, need to loosen up the engine block. I mean the front of the car. Usually this would be easy. Okay, now we straighten this. Now after that, the door, you pull it this way. You see this? See this? You should lengthen it. Okay, by lengthening it like this, you will give him some room for the thing to collapse on the side. Oh yeah, just now I forgot to tell you that the wheels actually turn just now. Yeah, there's actually a magnet here to attach. See? Well, you get the idea. Okay, anyway, now what you want to do is you want to align the legs, this leg, so that this piece can go in, so that you can pull out the feet out. Now once you do that, this magnet piece, you want to keep it in. Wait a minute, sorry. Keep this in like this. Shit, I actually forgot how to transform this guy. Okay, there you go. So at least now the legs, there you go. You can pull this out a bit. This way. Next, you're gonna do the same thing for this side. Pull out the legs, pull this in, flip this piece in. You're gonna extend the ankle out, just like so. So now you have two legs ready. Now you have the legs done. Let's see if we can adjust this a bit. Okay. Let's see, let me try to lift the camera up a bit. Oh, there you go. Now that's there. Now this piece, the side piece here, you want to flip it in. Okay. Next, this piece right here, instead of being a butt flap like this, you want to like hold this entire piece, pull it up a bit. Oh, you can see, kind of separate there a bit. Turn this entire portion up, then release. The chairs, the seat, you know, flip it down. Flip it down. Okay. Next, this part, you know, open the trunk, then release this. Before you do that, I forgot just now that you need to turn this entire portion to the front. Now with this being down, you can now flip this down to form the chest piece like this. Now this, you want to angle it like this. Then this is the arms. You want to like pull down, swing this part out. Same here. Swing the hands outward. So there you have Windcharger. Look at how nice he is, how heroic he looks like. There's actually a there's no light piping, but you can almost see. I never tried to open the visor up, but you can see a hint of a eyes in there. Look at that. Look at how detailed this guy is. Look at that. Now, articulation wise, the head is on the ball joint. The shoulders, okay, this is I like to call this the inner articulation point for the shoulder, which enables the fella to go up and down like this. Then you have, you know, this, the shoulders proper, this goes up and down as well. So it means, you know, in the inner shoulder as well, you can rotate it like this. But due to the design of this, you know, this part, this piece, it kind of bumps into the chest piece right here. So it's like, yeah, but it can do a fairly, you know, fairly loud post. You know, you get what I mean. Then here, twist here, 90 degrees, and the wrist is on an extended ball joint. And now this is another good part. The pointy finger is on a joint of its own, while the other three pieces are bonded together. This is I mean, basically for most of the alternators line, it's typical for them. Then of course I mean, there is a hint of waist joint, because you kind of notice during the transformation I did twist the entire thing, but when you pose it, I mean, it is there, you can use it, but it's like it keeps on bumping to this piece right here. Then we have the hips, which is on a universal joint, can go in front all the way like this, go to the side all the way like this. It can go to the back, but unfortunately it bumps into this back piece. Now the can turn this, it rotates slightly below the hips, and there is a knee joint, there is, but unfortunately, because the back part here kind of like bump, it kind of prevents the thing to, but there is a bit, unfortunately it's a bit restricted. And then it's on extended ball joint here as well, the ankles. So basically it's real nice. My only complaint of this figure, I mean, apart from the knee joint just now that I showed you, is actually this portion right here, because the hands are literally quite heavy on its own. So if you notice, it kind of droops down. See, it kind of droops down. You know, so you gotta, if you want to pose him, you gotta angle him, you know, to find his sweet spot. You know, then only you can pose him. Now back to the gun. You're supposed to, like, you know, he's supposed to hold it this way. It's kind of restricted, but he's supposed to hold it this way, where the gun is pointing that way. Okay, but unfortunately there's nothing, so it ended up this being some sort of a blaster for him. So to plug in this, do you see this knob right here, peg on the gun? Let's see, there you go. See, it corresponds to the peg hole here. There is also one here. So the idea is to plug the thing in there. Okay, now that it's plugged in like this, you would want to close up the fist, so it kind of like holds it securely there. So there you have it. So you can like sort of. And the thing is, maybe because it's old or something, the hip joints can be a bit loose. It's not too loose, it's not that bad actually, but yeah, there is such a problem. Now for size comparison, here he is with the Lux class Optimus Prime. I mean, size wise, he's actually more of a Voyager class. So yeah. Now to transform him, just reverse the process. So with the legs, I mean, we start with the arms. You wanna like do this way. the arms, you want to put it like this, because later you can, yeah, if you remember, just I kind of gonna cusp the head later. So just in case you didn't notice there. Okay, if you notice, there's a small just a small dent here, which corresponds to this hole here. So you literally need to angle it in. Now that you've done that, the chest piece, you want to swing it to the back like this. Okay, this, you forget about the seat first. Now you want to, okay, if you notice, there is this dent, I mean this peg here, which corresponds to the whole slot here. So you need to like push it in as well. So you really need to, okay, as for the arm, just okay, like this, there. So you're done with the back of the car. Next, you want to turn this entire portion back to the front. Then only you can lift the seats up to its original place. Pull this out, cusp to the side. Turn this around to the front. Now, once you've done that, you're going to proceed with the legs. Once you open this, pull out the magnet piece. Keep the heel spur in. Turn it like this. Now you're gonna do the same thing to this side as well. Pull out the magnets. At the same time, you pull out this panel and put it where it's supposed to be. Now, once you've done that, you see this 2-pack. This top and lower ones, you want to peg it in here. You probably need to like collapse the legs a bit in order for you to be able to do just that. And the same goes to this as well. So the doors, you're gonna like close it like this. Now before you collapse the leg, can you notice this? There's a peg here that corresponds to a slot there. So make sure you push it in on both sides, so it kind of locks everything in. Now the magnets, just now, when if you lock it properly, it will align just nice. It will magnetize each other, stick to each other. Finally, this engine block, just do it this way. This part will plug into there, that it will come up from here. So, oops, there you go, just see, it's up. So there you have a car mode, and it rolls real nice. And yeah, just now I didn't show you this, but look at that. Oh my goodness. That is why I love this line so much. And the thing that this is from 2005. See? From Takara. Honda S2000. This is a trademark vehicle from Honda. And they have successfully acquired the license to produce this car. And look at the tires. Oh my good. So I mean, a lot of people, there are some people who do not like the line because they they don't like it in the sense that the robot mode doesn't exactly look like the animation counterpart. To me, I'm okay with that, to be honest. And they really, I mean, I'm really sold on to the alternate mode. It is what it is. It is so beautiful. This is actually my first alternators mode ever. I mean, alternators robot ever. This started the floodgates for the other alternators that I got, and I was so amazed with this guy. And normally I mean, there's some people who likes to store it in this mode, the convertible mode. Some don't, so it's really up to you. I mean, if you do this, it means you have to store this somewhere. Oh, just now I forgot to show you this. This is actually, this can be the shield to the robot mode. This I don't know if okay, see, this is the arm of the robot. You can actually plug it here just now while it was in robot mode. Sorry that I didn't show you that just now, but it kind of like the arms are like this. It's like holding this way on the side. Sorry about that. So anyway, that's all for now. I mean, I hope that you guys enjoyed this review, and you can still find this guy on the second-hand market. By all means, get him. He is amazing. I mean, I think they made a retooling of this figure into RC, if I'm not mistaken, the pink color version of this guy. So if you can't find him, you can find that, but then again, it depends on you actually. I don't like my Honda S2000 to be pink, or any of my cars to be pink in color, to be honest. So I prefer the red one. And the RC version was released quite, sometime later on actually. Anyway, I think I blabbed too much. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Alternators Windcharger. If you like this video, please give it a like, and see you next time. Thanks for watching.